Oh yeah. So, don't you just love my background? So, yeah. I haven't been around anywhere recently. On the 15th of last month, I went up to where I lived before, which was in Auckland. Sorry for moving the camera. I went up to Auckland, and I had a full hysterectomy, including my tubes and my cervix. That was a huge drama to try and get home. That's a story in itself. Not a great one. Well, the ending was great because I finally got home. But it wasn't the best time away. It was very dramatic and all that shit. Anyway, when I finally got back home, I was being really careful and good to not lift things and not to do the things I wasn't supposed to. Anyway, God, I've got to stop moving this bloody table from the hospital. Anyway, oh damn, it gave away my surprise. Anyway, on Monday, without thinking, because our washing machine's been broken, I got all my washing together. It was just 3 shopping bags full. Not even, the shopping bags are not that big. They're just little bags that we get from the supermarket. Reusable bags, they're not big or anything. I can fit my laptop in one, and that's the height they are. Not big at all. And this was about this was about 2 weeks of worth of washing, as it included all my stuff from Auckland, as well as clothes and stuff from when I got back. There wasn't much there at all. My clothes, a few clothes from when I got back, etc. So it was very little. Anyway, I went and got it, and I took it next door to Debbie's daughter's house, where I went and washed it. Now there was 3 bags plus the detergent. It's something I've been doing since our washing machine decided to throw a hissy fit. So, then because of things, Debbie's daughter needed to go up to our local laundromat to dry all of her stuff, and she didn't know where it was. So Debbie said she would show her, because they had all their clothes. So it's Debbie and her husband, and they had quite a bit more, of course, than me. So she went with them and took her stuff to go into the laundromat to wash and dry, as well as her daughter's stuff. Anyways, nothing unusual in that, and I was left to babysit my 5-year-old niece, not by marriage or birth, but by just knowing Debbie and her daughter and her son-in-law. Absolute divine baby. Bit of a heifer lump. No, she's not. She's gorgeous. But at 5 weeks she weighs 10 pounds. So she's a big one. Anyway, while they were away, she started to cry. She needed to be changed. And it wasn't till I picked her up I thought, oh shit, I shouldn't be picking the thing up, because of my hysterectomy. But I had no choice. She needed to be changed, and she wanted more of her bottle. So I had to pick her up. Anyway, that night I started to bleed, and I thought, okay, hopefully this isn't much, because, you know, I'd just finished. Everything was looking good. I hadn't been for a checkup, but it was all looking good. And then that night the pain started, and Tuesday it all got worse. Wednesday I went to the doctor because it was unbearable by then, and he did an examination and told me I needed to come into hospital. So Wednesday night I came into Wellington, which at that time of the night was about a 1 hour journey. So it's not close to home. Actually, it's over a 1 hour journey at that time of the night. So I came in, I got all my paper wore in about 6 o'clock. It was about 8 o'clock when I got called into ED, and about 10 o'clock Debbie told me they had to get going because they needed to get home. They wanted to get something to eat, which I don't blame them. And just after they went, I got told I had a bed, and I was like, yay! And I asked about having something to eat, and I got told no, I couldn't eat anything. And at that point I hadn't had anything to eat since dinner time on Tuesday. So I was really starving, because the nurse wasn't too sure if they'd want to do anything or not. She must have rung up the ward because she suddenly came in and said, no, they've said you can have something to eat. So I just devoured what she gave me, which was some sandwiches, the tiniest banana I've ever seen. I mean, so it's more like a bar than a banana. And some yogurt. Didn't even touch the sides. So I got put up to the women's ward in the gynecological department, and first I had to have a examination, so I had to assume the position in the examination room for them to see if they could see anything like an infection, stitches busted or anything like that. I thought I'd done with all those bloody machines or the things to look up your hoo-ha. But no, still have to put up with them. So yeah, and it's really discouraging when you've got a gorgeous doctor of your age looking up your absolutely ravished hoo-ha, and you're sitting there going, he's cute and he's not wearing a wedding ring. Sad me. Anyway, they said I could have ripped some stitches further up, or what I could have done is dislodged a blood clot. So I stayed in that night. Well, by the time they took me up to the ward, it was 1 o'clock in the morning, and I stayed in this examination room until like 5 a.m. And the nurse was just so pissed off by then. She actually took me into the ward proper and into my room, and I just settled down, started to fall off asleep when the doctors came around and said, yep, they can take me now and do what they need to do. Typical. And that was about 5 a.m. So I really didn't get a chance to lie down and sleep till about 5:30, in the most incredible pain. It was as bad as when I first had my op. So for the last couple of nights, this has been my home. That's been my wall behind me, and my view, if I turn around my computer, has been that I physically can't see anything wrong at all. They just think I've just done too much, which I know I did. They've told me to go home, to take it easy for another 4 weeks. So that's added time onto what it should be, because I was down to 3 weeks out of my 6, so I've got more time added. Because of this, they've added on at least another 2 weeks that I've got to rest. They're going to do an ultrasound scan just to make sure that I've done nothing. So that'll be done hopefully next week. And when that's been done, I'll have to spend another night in here, just so that they can read it, and just to make sure that if there's any problems, they won't have to operate. So it's just a wait and see, yeah. But yeah, that's really crap and stupid of me. I mean, it's something I've done before, it's not new for me. And as Debbie said, something we've done before, we didn't think about any of it. It was just, it needed to be done. It's like, can you look after Bub? You need to go to the laundry or the laundromat. We need to do this. We need to do that. And it's just normal. It's nothing unusual. And it's like, you don't even think about it with us. And this is the result for me. And it's just really pissed me off that I can't even look after Bub because I can't lift her. I mean, so I know she's heavy, but I can't even lift her at the moment to feed her or change her nappy. If I want to feed her, someone's got to bring occur to me, and it's really annoying. So this is where I am. This is my home for at least a couple more hours until I get picked up. I am discharged, but I'm lucky enough that they don't need my bed right now, so I can stay here until it's time to go. So I had a shower this morning, got dressed. Lucky I thought to bring a bag with overnight stuff with me, and I had clothes that I could just change straight back into. But yeah, so that's me at the moment. I've got the usual bruise on it that you get from having the lures in them. Mine bruise really well, so it'll be interesting to see how much of a bruise I get this time. Even though the nurses are really good here, I've still got a bruise. But anyway, this is what I'm going to post right now. I'm actually getting quite a headache, so I'm going to have a bit of a lie down, and I'm going to see if I can get some pain relief from the nurses, because I feel really crap after my shower. I'm not good for standing for any length of time. My body doesn't like it. So yeah, this is why I need a bed and stuff like that. So after I've had a shower, I need to be able to sit down somewhere or lie down or recline or something like that, because my body hates standing for any length of time, let alone with the pain of my operation. My body just doesn't like standing. It's just pathetic being me. I just hate what's wrong with my body. I really do. It's just so frustrating. But anyway, I'm going to take off. I'm going to have a drink. I'm going to call a nurse and see if I get some pain relief. And I will catch up with you guys later. I can't answer anything on my other post, because even though I've got Wi-Fi on here, you can't comment or check comments on posts. You can post on here, but you can't check messages, things like that. So when I get home, I'm going to go and check all my messages and things like that, and see how everybody is doing. So I will catch you all later. Behave, be good, be safe. Alright, so catch you all on the rebound. Bye.